Hello students, now welcome back to the channel. So in this video we are going to discuss the economic importance of all the members of the plant kingdom. So right now this is the economic importance of algae. See here, nearly half of the total carbon dioxide which is fixed on the earth, okay, is carried out by algae only. So algae are doing the fixation of nearly half of the total carbon dioxide. Then when they are doing the fixation of the carbon dioxide, then obviously they will increase the level of dissolved oxygen in their immediate environment. This is again very important question area. And this is from the line of NCRT. Okay, beta? I'll tell you which line it is. It is actually from the page number 32. Okay, they are primary producers of energy rich compound. Obviously, energy rich compound means carbohydrates, which is actually base for the food for the other aquatic animals. Is it clear? And nearly 70 species of marine algae. When I'm saying marine algae, always remember brown and red algae. The brown and red algae, these are the only two marine algae. Otherwise, green algae is freshwater algae. Okay, so 70 species of marine algae are directly used as a food only. For example, you can say Porphyra, which is member of red algae, Laminaria, member of brown algae. Okay, even Sargassum, which is a member of brown algae. So this is the economic importance of the general in algae. Now let me explain you topic wise topic. Now see the economic importance of the green algae. See this one green algae, chlorella. It is actually used by the space traveler. That is why it is also known as space algae. Okay, chlorella is known as space algae. It is again from the line of your NCRT. It is given in your NCRT. You can check it in the 32 page only. And it is rich in protein. So it is also known as SCP. It is working as single cell protein, means rich in protein and low in fat. Now this is your additional information. Cephalurus virescens. This is the one which is parasitic green algae. It is parasitic green algae, so we will say it is colorless also. Because when it is parasitic, it will not prepare the food. So it is colorless algae and it is causing red rust of tea and coffee. Now here you have to remember, if you remember, we have already discussed black rust. We have discussed black rust in because of the Puccinia. The black rust of wheat we have discussed. Then we have discussed white rust of crucifer. Remember bit of white rust of crucifer because of albuco. So when they come in the option that time, you should be clear कि where the black rust is there, black rust is of wheat caused by the fungus Puccinia, white rust of crucifer caused by the again fungus that is known as albuco, but red rust of tea and coffee is caused by the green algae. Is it clear? Cephalurus virescens. Then another green algae is ulva, which is also known as sea lettuce. Now here, try to understand when I'm saying it is sea, so this is the green algae found in the marine habitat because sea means marine habitat. And it is used as a food also because lettuce leaf are edible. So it is used as a lettuce and in European countries they are used, okay? So after drying it and salting it, after drying and salting, they are used. Now let us see the brown algae. Now see in case of brown algae, iodine. Iodine is obtained from Fucus and Laminaria. Potash is obtained from Macrocystis and Nereocystis. Please learn the additional examples. And source of the food, this is line of NCRT, Laminaria and Sargassum, initially only we discussed. They are the source for the food. And this is again from the NCRT. They are having algin. Algin is a hydrocolloid which is obtained from the brown algae. It is again very, very important. Is it clear? Now let us see the red algae. Now see red algae. The red algae which is source for the food is Porphyra. Okay. Agar. Agar is again hydrocolloid obtained from Gracilaria and Gelidium. And it is used in the culture media to grow microbes. Okay, and it is also used as a stabilizer in the preparation of ice creams and jellies. Again, the line of NCRT. All these are line of NCRT only. I have made it as a point. Then carrageen, it is also NCRT. Carrageen is also an hydrocolloid obtained from chondrus, which is known as Irish moss. And funori. Funori is obtained from Gliopeltis. This is only additional information, otherwise all remaining are from your NCERT. So I think so algae economic importance might be clear to you. Is it clear, beta? Now we are moving to the bryophyte. Now see, economic importance of bryophyte. This is again very, very important line ki bryophyte are of little economic importance, but are of great ecological importance. This is very important line and very important question area. In the page 35, it is given there in the second paragraph. Okay, you can check it, it is there. Now they are helping in soil formation. They will help in soil formation, and to make the soil, the mosses are growing along with the lichen. The mosses grows along with the lichen, and they are the first colonizer of rock. So obviously when they are colonizing the rock, they will be leading to the formation of the soil by decomposing the rock, and it is making them suitable for the growth of other plants. Okay, when soil will be there, then only other plant seed can germinate. Then next important line, they prevent soil erosion. And this is question is asked as a statement based. How do they prevent soil erosion? Because they form a dense mat. Mosses will form a dense mat on soil and reduce the impact of falling rain. When the rain is coming, that time the mosses are not allowing the soil to wash out because their rhizoids are holding the newly formed soil. So they are preventing in soil erosion. Is it clear? Now see the other importance. They are also source for the food. And they some mosses, please again this is very important, it is not all mosses, but some mosses they provide food for herbaceous mammals, birds and other animals. So all these are from your NCERT line only. Is it clear? Then next is peat formation. For peat formation, one moss that is known as sphagnum. Sphagnum is also known as, that is why it is known as peat moss, because it is helping in making the peat, because it grows in the acid areas, acid marshy areas, where what is going on, older part of the moss will get slowly compressed and carbonized and fossilized to form peat, and this peat is then used as a fuel. Is it clear? Now even the sphagnum is having great water retention capacity also. It is having great water retention capacity. Which is sphagnum? Dry sphagnum. Dry sphagnum is having great water retention capacity, and that is why we are using them as a packing material for transshipment of living material. All these are from that paragraph which is given in your NCERT. So I hope this economic importance of bryophytes are clear to you. Now let us move to the economic importance of pteridophyte. Now see, first is that they are working as food. If you know Sporocarp of Marsilia, Sporocarp is actually a type of a cluster of the Sporangia. The Sporocarp of Marsilia is cooked and eaten by certain tribals because it's a source for the starch. Then pteridophytes are working as soil binder also. Again, this is the, in the page 36, first, second line, you will find of the pteridophyte. Then it is source for the medicine also. If you know one drug is obtained from the Dryopteris, and Dryopteris, which is also known as male shield fern, we are getting anti-helminthic drug. Okay, it is obtained from the Dryopteris. Then they are also grown as ornamental plant. If you know, equisetum is used to clean utensils. Equisetum is used to clean utensils, means it's used for scouring purpose also. And you know, we have already studied that in the leaf of azole, Anabina lives. So they are helping in nitrogen fixation also. And because of azola, we can say rice production has increased like anything. Rice production is doubled when the farmers added the water fern azola, because you know, Anabina will automatically living in the leaf fern. As a result, nitrogen fixation will be easily. Okay, so these are the economic importance of pteridophyte. Now let us move to the economic importance of gymnosperms. Now see, in gymnosperms, few seeds are edible. For example, seed of Pinus Girardena, which is also known as chilgoza. Okay, it is a type of a dry fruit which is you can see during in the Jammu side. So it is a edible seed. Then timber. Low quality wood is obtained from the gymnosperm because gymnosperm wood is known as softwood. It is known as softwood. Why? Because they don't have much tracheids, or you can say they don't have much vessels also. Vessels are not there, fibers are not there. That is why their wood is softwood. Then they are the source for the resin also, and resin is actually produced in resin canal. It is a semi-fluid which is secreted by the resin canal, which solidify in the air. Means once it comes in contact with the air, it will solidify and thus help in sealing the injury part. Wherever the injury is occurring in the plant, they will seal it. And even they will seal the female cone also after fertilization, after pollination, so that other pollen grains should not come, and we are using it to extract turpentine from it. The turpentine is obtained from it, and the source for the resin is generally pinus. Okay, the pinus is used. For the source for the timber is cedrus. Please, this I missed it. Source for the timber generally, it is majority we will be using the cedrus wood, and for the resin we'll be using the pinus tree. Is it clear? The next is ephedrine. Ephedrine is a drug which is obtained from ephedra. Okay, ephedra is a shrub, gymnosperm shrub. It is obtained from ephedra and it is used to cure asthma. It is used to cure asthma. Now Taxol. Taxol is an anti-cancerous drug. It is anti-cancerous drug and it is obtained from Texas. Next is sago. Okay, sago is obtained from the stem of Cycas revoluta. That is why this plant is also known as sago palm. Then Canada balsam is a chemical which is obtained from Abies, Abies balsamea, and it is used to prepare slides, which we observed under the microscope. When the slide preparation is done, we add this Canada balsam, which is obtained from this gymnosperm. So I hope all the economic importance of all the members of the plant kingdom, this topic might be easy for you now. Thanks for watching.